Hello. Hello everyone to the YouTube channel, and welcome if you're here for the first time, but also welcome if you're returning. This was a question that was asked through somebody a while ago. How do you bring spirit closer? How do you bring the spirit world closer, and how do you, receive more information that way? How do you do it? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you how to do it, all the things that I've learned along the way to bring spirit closer. And I think the main thing to remember is what you're trying to build up with the spirit world is that relationship, that they can trust in what you're doing, and you can trust in yourself and what you're doing. So in that way, it's like, how are you going to bring the spirit closer is to build on that. And there's a few ways you can do that. If you like what I'm doing with my videos, please give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we can keep in contact that way. So anyway, what can you do? One of the main things is the spirit world is on a different frequency. So you've got to raise your energy up to reach that frequency. And it's like tuning a radio. You want to be tuning your frequency, your energy to the same attunement as the spirit world. And when you do that, then it's easy to receive the signal. It makes sense, right? It's quite simple. But the thing is, then there'll be coming the question, how do you do that? Now, well, how you do that is one, the self analysis of yourself is the foundation of it. How do you feel about yourself on the day that you've got to work with the spirit world? How do you feel? Do you feel tired? Do you feel so first of all, you have to get these feelings that might be weighing you down out the way. Shift your ideas and frequency to believing in that you can make a good contact. So one thing you need is belief. You need to believe in yourself. Another thing you need to do is shift your energy and feelings about yourself and your capabilities on the day itself. So you need to put yourself into a positive vibration. How do you do that? Well, think about this. If you're going to shift your positive vibration, when you're not in a positive way, when you concentrate on feeling tired, feeling lethargic, not feeling in a good space, to shift that energy and to shift that frequency, what you have to do is think about something you really love to do. And what are we doing? We're doing mediumship. So if we're doing mediumship, we love that connection with the spirit world. So when you think about that last connection that you had with the spirit world, where it was really good, what that does is that raises your frequency back to that point when you made that connection. So what are you doing? You're attuning your radio, your frequency to that attunement, connecting to the spirit world. And that's what we're trying to do. So yeah, so when we're doing that, think about this. Also, it's about building up that trust in yourself. So you need to build up within yourself, I trust what I'm receiving from the spirit world. The more you trust in yourself and the more you trust in what you're receiving and give what you get, the more that the spirit world will trust and be able to give more to you of what's being given, because they'll trust in your capabilities. So you've got to shift that. You've got to shift your thinking here. If you like what I'm doing, please give me a like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. And also don't forget to write in the comments if you've got anything you'd like to ask me about this subject, about bringing the spirit world closer, because it's nice to have a bit of interaction. So hello there from me. Yes, so you've got to make the spirit world feel comfortable with you. And how do you do that? When someone is coming to join you from the spirit world, you don't just sit there thinking, I'm going to receive something in a minute. So a lot of people and a lot of mediums and a lot of students are sitting there waiting for a picture to come or waiting for that feeling. We've got to be more active in receiving someone. It's like if you're receiving someone, then that you just open the door and the first thing you say to them is, hello, hey, come in. So you're drawing people closer. Come in, sit down, let's have a cup of coffee together. So that's what you do in real life. So what do you do with the spirit world? Again, you're like, hey, hello, welcome. I'm so glad you've come to meet me. I'm so glad you've come to use me as a medium. You greet them. And in greeting them, you're getting a stronger connection. So in that greeting, it's like the handshake with the spirit world and saying, right, you're welcome. Let's do this together. So if you're doing a private sitting for one-to-one, or you're doing in a demonstration, or whatever you're doing, it's that letting them in and saying, hey, I'm glad you chose me as a medium. Hey, let's work on this together. And if you at one time are feeling within yourself nervous energy, it's going to be difficult for the spirit to communicate. So what do you need to work on? You need to work on that nervous energy. And if you can get that nervous energy under control, I would say take a glass of water. Also, you can control your breathing. Take a deep breath. And remember at that moment, if you're feeling nervous, what is it that makes you do mediumship? What do you love about it? What do you love about that communication? What do you love about it? And when you remember the love, get excited about what spirit's going to bring you. And when you do that, again, you're raising your frequency and you're moving yourself towards the spirit world. So they're building up trust with you and you're building up trust with them. So you get your nerves under control. The spirit world's there. They're connecting to you. Then you're like inviting them in and you say, and you can even ask them, come a bit closer, please. And we're talking about a living, intelligent mind of the spirit world. So if you ask them to come closer, they will come closer. And that's how it works. So communicate with them before they even give you anything. You may feel that you have a gentleman with you or a lady with you or a younger person with you, whatever you feel, but just say, I'd like you to come closer. Let me feel that you're really there. Let me experience that they're really, really there. And for those of you out there that don't feel, ask them to come closer and imagine an imaginary world behind you that the spirit world and you are meeting each other in a stronger way. In doing that, you're bringing them closer. And now I like to say, if they're ringing on your doorbell, this is just a way of looking at it. If the spirit world are ringing on your doorbell and you're sitting there and waiting for them to give you something, they can't give you anything. But if you walk actively towards that door and you open the door and you invite them in, then they're going to be more able to communicate with you. And that's the same in real life, but it's the same with the spirit world. So what do you do when they arrive? You walk towards them. So you imagine shifting your energy backwards, shifting behind you and communicating with them behind you. And in that way, you're shifting your energy towards the spirit world. So imagine yourself standing there with them and just feel them as close as possible. So it's like the spirit world are moving towards you and you're moving towards them with excitement and enthusiasm. And when you do that, that's what builds a stronger link. And that's what brings the spirit world thing. Now, the first words that come out of your mouth as well are going to build trust with the spirit world. So if you're going to bring out words like, well, I feel like it's a man and I feel like it's a little bit, it could be a father, it could be a grandfather, it could be an uncle, it could be this, it could be that. How much trust is that going to build in the spirit world? So if you were the spirit person, you'd be thinking, are they picking me up right or are they not picking me up right? So the trust is the first initial imprint that you get from the spirit world. I feel a man here and I feel that it's father. That's building trust. I feel a man here. It feels like a father type, but I know he worked with his hands. That's building trust. In that way, the initial statements that you say in the beginning build trust with the spirit world, and then you get that stronger link. And that's how it works. It's trusting everything you get and to give everything you get. So like I said before, don't forget, ask the spirit world to come closer, but also move yourself energetically, consciously towards the spirit world and connect with them. And in doing that, you will build a really strong link. And it's like the amount of confidence you can show in your abilities is the amount of confidence the spirit world will have in you. And that's how you do it. And don't forget to communicate, because, I mean, if you're sitting opposite someone here in real life and you're having a conversation over them with a coffee and you're going like, well, you know, how are you doing? And they're telling you, oh, I'm not too bad. But then you're sitting there not saying anything and waiting for someone else something to say. The conversation is going to die down. It's the same with the spirit world. So you need to be active in the way that you're reaching out and you're just saying, hey, nice that you're here. What were your hobbies? What did you love to do? Speak to the spirit world in that way, not from your mind, but from your soul, from the spirit of who you are. Like, move that in that the feeling that I am really interested to know who this person is connecting from the spirit world. Get interested. And that builds up like that. Oh, somebody's interested in me. I want to tell some more information to this person because I'm feeling that confidence. And it's building on that confidence and building on that connection that make it work. Now, somebody asked me as well, what else would help to bring the spirit world closer? I mentioned before, it's raising your frequency, it's shifting you to the right frequency within your mediumship. And so sitting in the power, which I've done other videos about on this channel, it's like it's building your energy and moving it up to a higher frequency, which you can communicate better with the spirit world. So you're raising your energy. If you do that on a regular basis, that will help. But you really need to attune in this way as quick as possible. You can get them to come closer also in your practice moments. So if you wanted to practice at home and you're sitting in the power, in the stillness, and then you just bring your energy up and back and just feel your own guides, your own loved ones in spirit. Don't need to communicate with them, but just ask them to come closer and feel like, how do they feel? And just say, can you come a bit closer? Can I feel you stronger? And in that way, you're building up that communication with the spirit world, with your own loved ones. You're not giving communication, you're not writing things down. It's about feeling and experience the strength of that connection. That's how you're going to bring the spirit world a lot closer. And that's what we wanted to do. And that's what I want to do with this. So is there anyone that's got any questions? If you like what I'm saying, give me a like. If you would like to join my YouTube channel, feel free to join, because I do like to share good stuff, down to earth stuff that you can use within your mediumship. And that's what this channel's about. And that's what I really like to do. And if you have any questions that you'd like to ask about mediumship, put them in the comments below this video and let me know. And I'll take those questions, and I don't mind answering them, because that's what this channel is about, answering questions and getting you in contact with good information. So if anyone would like to give me a like or write anything in, do that now. I know it sometimes takes a bit of time, but please do that. So yes, sitting in the power, yes, it raising your frequency, it brings you closer to spirit. If you can imagine your frequency in daily life is this, sitting in the power brings it to that. You want to get in contact with the spirit world that is here, you're getting that little bit closer if you're sitting in the power. Then the initial moment that you make contact with the spirit world, you need to be active, moving yourself in excitement towards the spirit world. And when they're there, then start speaking confidently about what you're getting and trust in it. And you practice this in your circles, you practice this in your practice moments, in the courses that you're doing, wherever you're doing your courses. Practice it as and just give what you get, because you may get it wrong in circle and you may get it wrong with the information. But if you can feel that initial connection and start to trust in what you're receiving, you'll start building a better communication with the spirit world, and it'll feel stronger. And that's how you build up that stronger link with the spirit world. So I'm gonna leave you with that. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to like it, share it, and let us know if you've got any other questions about mediumship. And I hope it was just as exciting for you as it was exciting for me, because the one thing that's magical, you never know what the spirit world are going to give you. And if you get excited about hearing their thoughts, their ideas, their emotions, their experiences, it can be amazing, the information you get. You've got to open up to new possibilities, and those possibilities you can open up through positivity and going for it. So I wish you a lot of good work. See you next week for the next video, and thank you very much for being here.